Good morning. Welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. John Lynch met the media yesterday, and as expected, the first question he got was about the Trey Lance trade rumors. Here is his response and some of the questions that followed. It's a little long, but I wanted you to be able to hear the whole thing.
Trey and I have talked, and we're on the same page, and Trey knows exactly where the situation is. His mindset is all about competing, and I think that's exactly where his mindset should be. We're excited about the position he's put himself in with the work he's done this offseason to, number one, get healthy, number two, improve upon some things that he really wanted to improve upon. And, we don't get to watch all of his workouts. I've got a good view, and he's definitely excited, and I think he has reason to be. And, so, yes, there has been good communication, and we're excited about, Trey's ability to go compete for a job.
Can you characterize the calls that you get about him? Are there offers made, or is it just kind of feeling you guys out?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of smoke, really. It hasn't been extremely active, and it's not like we've put it out there that, hey, we're taking offers for Trey, call 1-800, that's not been the process. People's job in this is to ask questions. Has that happened on a couple occasions? Sure, but hasn't been that substantive, and like I said, we're focused, as is Trey, on his ability to compete and play an integral role on this team. Last year, we needed 5, and so we value every single one of those guys, and we're excited about our group. We really are.
Have agents reached out to you about potentially moving him if he doesn't get an opportunity to play?
No.
If you couldn't catch that last part, he was asked if Lance's people have reached out about a trade if Trey wasn't going to get a chance to play, and as you heard, Lynch flatly shut that down. Just like he did later in the press conference when asked about teams calling about Nick Bosa.
Is it a non-starter if teams call to ask about his trade availability?
Yeah, that hotline's closed. That never opened. So, as for the other thing, we're going to focus on this draft. And then, I've stated many times that's a priority for this offseason. History says that we have a really good track record of doing that and making that come to fruition. And, I'm excited about working on that when the time comes.
So let's recap. If someone wants to trade for Nick Bosa, the hotline is closed. But if someone asks about Trey Lance, hey, we'll listen on anyone. Those are two very different responses, and that's the biggest sign yet that Lance is available. If the player truly isn't an option, you shut the conversation down right away. And with Lance, they clearly seem to want to deal him. Now, Trey wasn't the only topic of conversation. However, Brandon Aiyuk's name surfaced because the team hasn't picked up his fifth-year option yet. What about that, John? Are you stalling because you're considering trading him?
I'm not going to get into specifics on people. We love Brandon Aiyuk, and excited about Brandon being a part of this team. So I'll just leave it at that.
Regarding Aiyuk, with if you pick up his fifth-year option, what that number will be next year, and Debo's number, is that something you can creatively navigate, having both those guys remain on the roster next season?
Yeah. It's a good question. It's a fair question because I understand the line of thinking. You can't keep everyone. We're trying to do something special this year, and Brandon's going to be a big part of that, and beyond as well. And so, yes, you always have to think out a few years, but we're really excited about Brandon. Feel like he made another big step next year, and I think the best is yet to come. And so we want him being a part of it. And at some point, you have to figure things out. And I guess we'll take that as it comes. But as of right now and into the future, we're really excited about Brandon Aiyuk and where he's at as a pro, the work he's done to develop as a pro and become one of our core players here.
That's high praise from John Lynch on Aiyuk, but again, he didn't shut down a trade, although I think it sounds like they are willing to let it play out this year and see if they can make a championship run. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Tuesday, Peter King explained why he doesn't expect Trey to get moved during the draft in his Football Morning in America column yesterday, and he was very specific about the chances of a deal. One thing to watch, Lynch was also asked about the possibility of Brock Purdy missing the entire year, and he didn't dismiss that outcome. That checkup in June is going to be a big, big day. One thing you may have missed, Lynch also said, quote, "You look into everything," when asked about Lamar Jackson, but he added that the team is constrained by their roster and, quote, "convicted" on Brock Purdy. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. Enjoy your Tuesday, everybody. If you want more of my reaction to the John Lynch press conference, you can check it out on our YouTube page. Vish Kumar and I did a whole show right after it was over. Go watch and enjoy. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk tomorrow.